Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Will Jewelry and Loan. When you need cash and you need it fast, check out Will Jewelry and Loan. Come on in with your jewelry, firearms, electronics, tools, lawn equipment, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, and even four-wheelers. They will beat any competitor's loan amount, and that's a fact. Will Jewelry and Loan guarantees faster and more cash for your loan than any other company in the area. They have your cash you need fast. Check them out today on their Facebook page or give them a call at 304-768-5101. Stop in and talk with them at 5523 McCorkle Avenue, Southwest, South Charleston, West Virginia. Will Jewelry and Loan, 304-768-5101.
Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb Podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls, where deer camp becomes a reality for every listener. Join us as we talk God, family, country, and everything outdoors. Kick back, relax, and have a listen. Now, here's your host and co-host, Mike and Dan.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us for the show this evening. Man, I tell you what, isn't it nice to live in a beautiful state like West Virginia?
It sure is.
I mean, we've got a ton of stuff here to do. I mean, the mountainous terrain, you talk about the streams, the national forests, and just enjoying the mountain state. So we've got, I just paused right there. I don't know why. So we've got the Full Rut guys on this evening. So how are you guys doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us down.
I kind of got starstruck there for a minute
because we did get starstruck.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have had like 1.6 million or 1.7 million followers on Facebook. So you guys have been in this for a while.
Yeah, we've been in the Facebook thing for a while, but not the not the podcast.
Not the podcast. Right. Yeah. So Jody and or not Jody, but Kelly and Dwayne here from Full Rut. So we're going to get with you here in a little bit, but you want to talk about some promo codes?
Absolutely. Reminder, we now have both audio and video versions on our podcast on the premier Carbon TV streaming platform. Be sure to visit troutroutes.com, use promo code NATURE26 and get a 3-month membership for free. Trout Routes is one of our great app partners where you can find great new waters, new places, new access points available on both Android and Apple stores. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, Gen 7 Outdoors, YouTube TV, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right. So we're going to be talking with Dwayne and Kelly Moore, Full Rut Outdoors and Full Rut Nation. So did it start out, did the Nation part just come about, or is that?
Well, the Nation part has come about from the page. There's a group on the page called Full Rut Nation.
Okay.
So I wanted to have a space for people to be able to just talk about hunting and fishing, and not so much the funny videos.
Yeah. So I was a part of the chat. Is that what you're talking about? Like the chat channel where everything would come through on the chat channel?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So if you don't care, just start out telling us a little bit about your background and how you all kind of got started in this.
So I was trying to do a hunting show for years. I mean, all the way back till I think I started in 2007, started filming hunts. I was down in McDowell County hunting, killed a big old buck down there, kind of got the fever. And I said, I can do a hunting show. These guys all do. I can do that. Well, I found out real quick how much work goes into it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A ton of work.
Yeah.
So I was doing that for years. And as far as hunting and fishing, my dad never did hunt. He wouldn't kill a fly if it landed on his nose. So so where I got it, I don't know, but I come up hunting with my uncle a lot and my cousin and kind of teaching myself how to archery hunt, had the old bear whitetail too, like everybody did at the beginning, and always fished, fish from the time I could walk, and then kept on trying to do the show. Me and Kelly got together in like 2013, and she come on board, and she come up with the name. I had some kind of weird name for the show. I don't even remember what it was.
Just hunting. That was the name. I was like, no,
Just hunting.
just hunting.
Catchy, wasn't it?
Not with a G either. Just
Well,
I use the hunting in my TikTok.
I've actually been to a fishing store called Just Fishing.
There you go. So she come up with the full rut.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
She come up with the full rut, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh yeah,
That's
That's
what
definitely it.
And then we was trying to design a logo, and actually a guy that was printing our shirts, he's like, "What do y'all think about this logo?" And he come up with the logo, and I was like, "Oh, that's yeah, I want that."
That's it.
Logo. And then I got the full rut license plate, which the first couple years it was on her truck, so I got to watch her ride around with full rut on it. That was great.
Yeah. Since she's the one that come up with the name there.
Right.
So, guys, we've got the Full Rut website QR code up here on the page. If you're watching now live, you can scan that, and it'll take you right to their website. And then we also got the Gen 7 Outdoors TV QR code up in the top, so you can go there because they've got a lot of content on there. You guys just recently started airing on Gen 7 Outdoors.
Yes. Yeah. And love the app. Like, man, I've been wanting something like that to come along, just a place where you can put real hunting and fishing, and it's all good, clean stuff too. And you don't have to worry about getting, flagged or tagged or fighting with social media the way I've had to do.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been through that here recently ourselves. And, we've kind of not as on the scale that you have, but, we've been through that. And I think that I'm hoping that it's going to pass when your guys in as well. And you can get through that. And, it's like a 3 or 4 day process. I don't know. Normally that's what it is for us, but anyway.
Well, it's just so hard when you're doing a podcast and you're just trying to be yourself and, get into an interview that you're trying to censor yourself as you're doing it. It's
right.
very hard to do because, we all get comfortable and we start talking. And even on these podcasts, when we first start off, there's some jitters and some nerves. But once we start hearing the stories about your big bucks and your faith and your family, we just kind of cut loose and you don't realize what you're saying sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be censored.
I don't think so.
Definitely not.
No, not that kind of stuff.
No. I mean, there's things out there that should be censored.
Absolutely.
That's not. Yeah. And I'm like, this guy's being censored and he's not, all these other people on there that's doing stuff that should have been censored a long time ago, but I don't know.
But the bottom line is, if you don't like it, just scroll by. That's what I do. If
don't watch it.
If I come up on something I don't want to, I'm scroll on by.
Yeah,
I ain't gotta watch it.
That's it. Yep.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's jump into how your faith and family play a central role in your outdoor adventures and your lifestyle.
You want to take that?
Well, I mean, I don't know how far back you want to go, but like I said, when I was divorced and had 2 kids, and then he was going through a divorce when I met him. We actually worked together, but I never knew him, knew who he was or anything really. We both worked at the federal prison. I worked at a different one.
Okay.
But it's hard when you got teenage daughters. You just don't want to bring just anybody around your daughters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I was just a little bit leery about that. But once, I met him, he grew up a lot the same way as I did, went to Christian school or younger, years. And then, but we just kind of had the same beliefs, had went to the same type of church and everything. So it just, I think for the faith part, that was something that I honestly had always wanted and just never, my bad decisions had never, had met that person. But that, that just plays a big part in our everyday life.
For sure. Yeah.
It's not every single Sunday we're there, but we try to go. But we also feel like the outdoors, especially West Virginia, is another place to just worship and just being outside. So, we try to respect when we're out there and promote that to people, especially West Virginia itself. I mean, all outdoors, we really enjoy it, but there's so much to do. Like you said, there's just, and it doesn't matter if it's hunting, fishing, hiking, rock climbing, biking, there's just so much to do. And I feel like that's something that luckily we both enjoy together.
Yeah. So you guys have, like you say, in both of your families, that foundation for faith was set there a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a faith and family thing that you all was raised in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically how it was with me. I mean, here at our studio, you can walk right up the backyard and go to the church that I grew up going to.
Okay.
So this used to be the parsonage for the
wow.
church. So back when mom and dad bought it, it was just a brick house, cinder block house. Dad put all the brick on it, and he done everything. He done every upgrade to this house that you can see now. But yeah, they bought it off of the church. So that's where I grew up going to Sunday school. And if I wasn't up there, mom was coming back down here to get me.
That's right.
If I wasn't in Sunday school, she was coming back down here to get me. Oh,
I
gosh.
think that plays a big role in all of our lives too when it comes to church and being with family and friends. Here in West Virginia, when we legalized Sunday hunting, I know that roughed a lot of people up. What
Mhm.
was your aspect and take on that? Because myself alone, I thought it was just another great time to be. My church was wherever I wanted to be, and that's where
Right.
I've always been. So,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't see any difference in, people don't have a problem with fishing on Sunday.
yes,
What's the difference?
correct.
Or playing golf on Sunday. I mean, it's
Yeah.
whatever, so I thought it was a great idea because I was working 6 days a week, and a lot of times Sunday was the only day I had to hunt. So I was like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Amen to
For
that.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I've had some great Sunday hunts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have to say, since it's been passed, I haven't had a Sunday hunt.
You got to try it.
I got to
It's
do
just
it.
something different. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but it's really neat.
Yeah. But I was raised Baptist, and it was like Sunday you're at church.
Oh yeah,
I was like one of them hardcore things, and it's kind of just stuck with me.
yeah.
That's one reason why I ain't got no tattoos. I'm not against tattoos.
Yeah.
I love tattoos, but growing up, when I was going to church, with the Baptist and in that denomination, it was like if you got a tattoo, you's going to hell.
I got a good one. Hey, I got a good one on that, and I hope my mom is watching this because
Let's hear it.
because when I got my first tattoo when I was in the Marine Corps,
yeah.
she's I can't believe you got that tattoo. I carried you for 9 months and you defiled your body. Hey, guess who's got tattoos now?
Oh,
She does?
Mom.
Oh no!
Yeah,
it's
after his father passed away, and that was when it kind of started. She wanted one, remembering him, and that it's just got stuff, and then so it's just kind of grew from that. So
It's addictive.
yeah,
I think that's
what I've
exactly
heard.
it is, and I'm the same way. I've always wanted one. I've just never been pushed to the point to
Yeah.
actually get it done yet.
Yeah.
But I have tons of reasons to do it. I just haven't made.
Yeah.
that
Oh, I have
leap
tons
yet.
of reasons to do it too.
Yeah.
We were at the ATA in St. Louis, and they were giving them away for free.
Yeah, the one of the
And I was like,
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna do
remember
it.
it.
I'm gonna do it. I
Yeah.
kept walking back over there, coming back, walking back over there. I was like, I can't do it.
I tell you what, it's when you got two buddies, and one guy he's covered, and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't hurt a bit," and this other guy gets a small one. He's like, "I passed out 4 times," and I'm like, "How bad is it?"
it's not that bad.
It don't
Yeah.
hurt.
It's not that bad.
Mhm. Women's got a higher pain tolerance than men, so
Oh,
she can
yeah.
say that down
yeah,
there.
yeah. Man flu gets us down.
Oh, I definitely have a higher pain tolerance than him.
There's no doubt. I cannot dispute
Yeah,
that.
I'm not going to argue
Yeah,
with it.
So there's an experience with that, huh?
Oh, I got lots of experiences with it. Yeah, I've got the scars to prove it.
I
So.
hear you.
A lot of mountain biking and
Oh, okay.
there's
A lot of injuries.
let's just say this. If she dies before I do, I'm not going to bury her. I'm going to scrap her out. She's full of titanium and there's some money sitting at the end of that table, guys.
Oh my
That's
goodness. So Dwayne, let's highlight some of your fishing guide experiences on the new and the gully. So that's one of the things that you do the most is do guided fishing trips.
Yeah, and it's mostly on the new. I don't have much experience on the gully. I
Okay.
do a lot of musky fishing on there.
Okay.
But the new, I fished my whole life. So like I said, from the time I was a kid, I fished. So I can fish.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the river. But I wanted to be a fishing guide on the river.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get with guys that I knew, and I would go with them and I would follow them. And I did that for a couple years until I got good enough to where I thought I could take some clients out, And now, and we're not floating parts of the river that, it's class 4, class 5 stuff. We're on the upper new where the fishing's good.
Yeah.
We do that stretch a lot from Meadow Creek down to Glade, which is
Prince to Thurman.
6 miles of nothing but wilderness, and just the best fishing ever. It's all catch and release, been catch and release for over 20 years.
You can't beat that.
So yeah, so it's good, and I love doing it. I love watching people, catch fish. I was a deer guide in Illinois I'd done that for 9 or 10 years while I was working, and I enjoyed that. I loved watching people kill big bucks, and I enjoy the fishing.
What county were you in Illinois?
Calhoun County, which is
it's
north of Pike. It's either north or south of Pike.
I think it's north of Pike, because in Pike County had that big boom in the early 90s, and it was all over the Outdoor Channel.
Calhoun was a well-kept secret.
That's a good thing.
I got a house full of bucks to prove it. But anyways, we're actually going back out this fall. I bought her a hunt. Oh man, I can't think of the name of the people we're hunting with, but I bought her a hunt for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's the best gift ever.
Oh, I'm probably the best husband in the whole wide world.
You
You should have seen her. You should have seen her light up, buddy.
You got my vote.
Yeah, and I told a couple of my buddies that, and they was like, "I'll marry you if you go buy me hunts."
Buy me a hunt.
There's a lot that goes with that, though.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can take a lot.
But,
I don't know about that.
but anyways, we're going out there the first week of November. So
Oh, that's a magical time.
and I'm not even going to hunt. I'm just going to film her.
That's even better.
And because she's killed some couple good bucks and a bear with her bow and all, but she ain't had one of them big daddies come up on her.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on that, and I want to be a part of it.
Oh, dude, that's going to
That'd
be
be the
awesome.
right time of the year for it out there.
I get buck fever
Yeah,
really
she
bad.
gets it.
Oh,
Yeah,
listen,
bad.
my dad told me, he said, the day it disappears is the day you're done hunting. He said,
That's what I've heard.
he said,
so.
just hang it up because there's no reason to be there anymore.
Yep.
Now there's a different version of buck fever. We had a good friend of ours. He couldn't hold a rifle steady to save his life. That was a bad version of buck fever.
Who was that?
Our buddy Scott. It probably took us about, I don't know.
He's listening, probably.
He probably is. I mean, he's so mad. He has settled down, and since then he's done really well. When he first started, he'd shoot the county up.
Dang.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Yeah, I mean, I started the show as a hunter, and I still love to hunt.
Sure.
But like I said before, I'm not as mad at them anymore. Man, I love the fish.
Yeah.
I really, really do. And she hunts more than I do now. Like at our home, we have some property, and I mean, there's been a few days I'm laying in the warm bed, and she's out there in the stand.
Really?
Yeah, freezing and hunting. Yeah, and
I'm just a horrible filmer. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got
That's okay.
tacticams on my bow and all this stuff. And
Well, it's hard,
It'd be like,
it's
did
hard
you-
to self-film.
did you get any
Film is
footage? And
very
I'm like,
hard.
no, I didn't get
Yeah.
any footage.
So the battery ran out before I got to the tree stand. I've did that before. I turn it on
Yeah.
and do a little segment. Then
Yeah.
like 2 hours later, I'm like, why ain't the camera turned on? It's dead.
I tell you, the best thing I
That's
bought
funny.
for self-filming is them meta glasses. That's what I'm using. All of my fishing footage is with them.
No
I'm gonna have to
kidding.
get those. My buddy's got them.
Those are nice.
Done
We
sold
were-
a bunch of them.
Yeah, we were at Sutton about 3 weeks ago. So we started off on the Holly, and it was crystal clear and low when we got there. We caught about 3 trout, and he's never been a fan of Sutton, but he said, "Let's go to Sutton." So we took off down there, and we got to the wall, and it was open. And literally, the first 2 casts was 2 trout. And within an hour and a half, we put 40 over the rail. I mean,
Nice.
it was every cast on a Joe's fly. But he had those meta glasses,
Yeah.
and I was cracking up because every time I turn, he's like, "Meta record, meta
Yeah.
take a picture, meta stop."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Would you quit talking to that thing?" Because I'm
Yeah.
over here like, "Is that thing recording?"
Yeah.
Hit my GoPro.
I've not used them for hunting and fishing, but at work there was
Yeah.
a girl that worked with us, and she owned a photography business, and she had them on one day, and I was like, "What are you doing with them things?" She was like, "You wouldn't believe these things." And
Very
I stuck them on
futuristic.
because I think you can listen to music and
You
stuff.
can
through
talk
them.
on the phone. You
Yeah.
can listen to music.
So
Yeah.
she put them things on me, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like a different experience."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
He can wear them and be on the side by side, and I can call him and hear him and
Just
not just
fine?
yeah.
Now, do they
Really?
operate off of the bone technology?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a new
Oh.
technology that
Yeah.
it actually goes through your bones.
Yeah.
That's how you hear it.
That's kind of
Mhm.
scary.
It is very scary. I
Yeah.
will totally.
That's been
agree with
out for a long time, though.
that. I think a lot of stuff's been out longer than what we realize.
If you remember when they first started bringing Bluetooth out, it was like the Jabras,
Oh yeah.
that you could put on, like the truckers used to wear.
Oh yeah.
Those
Yeah.
were the bone technology.
Yeah, he's out for a long time.
But I'm a big fan of them, especially since they made the ones now that kind of sporty looking. They're the Vanguards.
Oh, yeah.
Oakley.
I can get on
yeah.
board with that.
Yeah. Super good.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break real quick here. Word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Do you want the true Western hunt experience? Book your hunt of a lifetime today with Highland Outfitters, LLC. Located in Highland, Wyoming, 50 miles west of Casper. Their location in central Wyoming gives you access to some of the best hunting areas in the state. Highland specializes in archery hunts for elk and antelope. Their operations include Wyoming, Texas, and Africa. Highland Outfitters employs some of the finest guides in the business. All guides are licensed by the Wyoming Board of Professional Outfitters and Guides. No matter what the species you decide to hunt, you can count on your guide giving you 110% of being the true professional guide from start to finish. Book your hunt today at 307-797-3311 or 307-797-3312. Visit them on the web at HighlandOutfitters.com. With Highland Outfitters, you will get the true Western adventure. All right, guys, we're back with Dwayne and Kelly with Full Rut Outdoors. I tell you, I don't know why I froze there at the beginning, but he just reminded me it's because he had his hand right there on my leg.
Yeah, he didn't tell
And
us.
I was like, I had that feeling, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know what it was.
I had no
Well-
nervous energy.
It worked out just fine.
Yeah.
It made for great.
No,
time.
he calmed me down. It's good. We're all good now.
Fine now. All right.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
Deep breath. It's all good.
All right. All right, guys. You can also visit AquaCase Net. You can use promo code podcast15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. They are your waterproof case and bag experts. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, Gen 7 Outdoors TV, YouTube TV, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jody wants us to record his voice for he's got that radio voice. Let's hear it.
97.5 WQBE.
He does have it, don't he?
He does.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That's his favorite radio station.
I used to love winning stuff on WQB, and me and
Right.
Al Woody, we would cut up all the time. He didn't say, "Do it again,
Do it again.
and he recorded it so many times. So now, if you listen and they're doing concert giveaways and stuff, they'll still use my videos.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely.
That's nuts.
You know, sad when him and then Junior left into different professions.
Yeah, he left. I don't know what he's doing now. I think it's like construction or something.
I think so. Yeah, good guys. Good guys.
So, Dwayne, tell us a little bit about your military experience. You didn't retire from the military, but you were a U.S. Marine.
Yeah. So
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
always.
Yeah.
So I went in the Marine Corps right out of high school. I actually joined when I was still 17 and went in. And I always like to share this. So the reason that I went in is when I was in high school, I stuttered bad. I had a bad stutter.
Really?
Yes. And I remember sitting on my bed as a senior one day and thinking, I can't go through life like this. This is going to slow me down a lot. And I said, I'll go in the Marine Corps. Marine Corps will fix that. Well, they fixed it. They didn't fix it the way I wanted them to, but they fixed it all right.
I'm not sure I want to hear that.
But that's true the way that's the honest truth. But probably I was just talking about this the other day. Probably the best decision I ever made in life because it made me grow up. I was kind of wild, and it helped me get the government job, and just have a good life. And like the things I learned in there, I still carry through life today.
Absolutely.
So it was a great decision on my part.
Well, we thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. We sure appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Which Kelly done 26 years in the military.
Wow. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she done a whole career. I only done 4.
So, what was you in?
Well, it's a little different, but it's called the U.S. Public Health Service. So
Okay.
you're a commissioned officer. You apply for a commission and you get a commission. One of the places that kind of like is an affiliate, or a lot of the U.S. Public Health Service are under Health and Human Services.
Mm-hmm.
So like CDC, NIH, FDA, Indian Health Service, a lot of those employ a lot of public health service people. But you're commissioned, you military pay, military leave, retirement, everything,
Wow.
full military. But one of the places that actually uses public health service is the federal prison system, because there's a lot of healthcare positions that are just hard to fill. Nurses, dentists, pharmacists, mental health providers. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
yeah, so I was a dental hygienist, and applied for a commission when they built the federal prison at FCI Beckley, and I really wasn't quite sure. I'd never heard of it. Wasn't really quite sure what I was getting into, but same as him, it was a great career. Um, and just after 26 years, retired, full military retirement and benefits and everything. So
Well, that's awesome.
yeah.
Well,
Fantastic.
thank you for your service as well.
Absolutely.
And then I went into like health administration later in my career, so I was over the whole health services and
That's what
transferred around a little bit. So
that's what got me. I seen her in her dress blue.
It gets all of
Too
us. It got me
much.
too. It got me divorced.
Too
but-
much, man.
Well,
Yeah.
we were just talking there before the podcast. We do a salute to valor, and you've done something similar on your show. I think it's like Full Rut Friday.
Yes, yes.
So, we were talking. It doesn't always, we wanted to promote and kind of feature military and all the branches of military, but it's kind of like, we need to make it like a little bigger spectrum, like law enforcement, EMS. Even though she was in that military role, she wasn't maybe on the battlefield, but she was still doing a service for our country. So,
Absolutely.
and I'm very appreciative for that. So,
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. There's tons of people out there that's making sacrifices that people don't even think of. You
No.
know?
Oh, yeah.
And don't get the recognition
No,
for what they deserve.
Absolutely not.
That's for sure.
Kelly, I want to touch on something real quick. I know there's a lot of women that are starting to come into the sport way more than what we had in the past. And I personally love to see that, because my dream was always to have a woman that wanted to enjoy the outdoors with me as well. Didn't really have that, early in my life, maybe later on. But what was your real calling card to start getting into the outdoors as a woman?
well, I'm like him. My dad, he did hunt and fish some, but my dad worked a lot. He owned his own business. So, he just didn't have the time. And he was also the same guy that you're not missing church. So
Okay.
Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. So there was, a lot of that. But, he did take me, me and my brother both, we were always into outdoor activities, motorcycles, go-karts, all that kind of stuff. So shooting from an early age. He taught me more to be practical and know how to do things, work on vehicles, change the oil, stuff like that. So I mean, one year he bought me like, he would buy me knives, guns. So he wasn't
That's what I
necessarily
buy my
trying
daughter.
to be, make me a boy. He very much, knew that I was a girl and was, I remember him curling my hair one time. My mom was out of town and I was going to a party with my friends and I couldn't get the back. And so he sat there and curled my hair. So he was that kind of guy, just well-rounded, but I just didn't ever really get to do it as much as I would like.
Yeah.
And I was in some relationships prior that they did those things, but they never really included me.
See, I just
So,
don't understand that.
Like
I would've
even
want
though
that.
I wanted to go and showed interest, it was something that was, they just never really included me. But when I met Dwayne, it was obviously that was part of his lifestyle,
Yeah.
was hunting and fishing. And I just enjoyed it. And some of those fishing and hunting has been some rough trips. Especially in the early days where you're just hiking and fishing and wade fishing. But I had, even before I met him, I had started shooting bows and I had a Browning, just a cheap bow, but I enjoyed it and I was pretty decent at it. But I didn't really want to kill anything. I thought, I was like, well, I don't want to kill anything. So when I met him, I just, got a better bow and started practicing more. And then I was going to start just maybe trying to do some tournament shooting. And I was like, well, I'll try, hunting. And after I killed the first doe, I was pretty much hooked on that. So, yeah.
It's
You're good to go after
Yeah.
It's
that.
normally the way it is.
Straight
So,
killer.
and I just enjoy, I love he's taught me, it's not that, and there is a lot of things he still has to do for me, or have to ask him, but he's taught me to be able to do a lot of it on my own. You
Yes.
know, how to use a climber. You know, most people will quit using a climber at my age. I'm 58 and I started using a climber just like 4 or 5 years ago.
I love
So,
those.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so that is something like he teaches me, so I can just go on my own, get up
Fantastic.
in the morning, or if he's gone doing something, I can go hunting by myself,
Yeah.
and
Or snuggled into bed, like
You
you
Yeah,
said.
you can
yeah.
say it if I'm snuggled into
Snuggled into
bed with the
bed.
There
cat.
is those times that's the case,
Oh,
and then the fishing,
Evening hunter.
I just love it. Going with him he is a very good fisherman, and he has taught me a lot. So, and
That's
he has a
fantastic.
lot of patience with me. So that is a big plus for somebody to have a lot of patience.
I love that because I'm trying to get my daughter more and more involved. She's very competitive. When we get her out there, she puts a whooping on White and I both.
How old is she?
She's 14,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
we have an annual catfish tournament at Indian Lake, and she's won it several years. Wyatt won it this year, so she'll be ready to go back next year and take it
Good.
out on him. So I'm
Nice.
excited about that.
Nice.
So let's talk a little bit about the social media like success. So like the 1.7 million followers. Like,
Wow.
yeah, how did that come about?
Well, with like with everything, there's always a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
So we
like
started
that.
just straight hunting and fishing, and the page really wasn't getting any traction. We were stuck at like 1,000 followers, for the longest time.
Okay.
Well, then we had a video one day. It was just Kelly shooting her bow in the yard. I just filmed her shooting a bow, and I was mainly just filming her so we could work on her form and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't dressed seductive. I think she had an old hoodie on or something like that. Well, anyways, my phone. So I had all my notifications on. Like, so now I can't do this because I'm constantly getting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I probably get 5,000 messages a day.
Yeah, that's too much.
I guarantee.
But my phone starts going crazy, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And I'm looking at the Facebook page, and it's like followers are going. I'm getting like 1,000 followers every 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just going nuts, and I'm like, "What is going on?" So that jumped us up to like 20-some thousand. Right?
Yeah.
So now Meta sends us a check. For my first check was for 12 cents.
Oh, that's a big one.
So I opened that baby up. I still got it.
Yeah.
I said, "Look at here, baby. Where are we eating it?" So we kind of laughed. The second one, was a little more. So now I'm like, all right. So I start studying the analytics and everything that goes with it. And I don't know nothing about this kind of stuff, but I'm looking at it. So I noticed that people only watched for 15 seconds. And then it dropped off dramatically.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to start making my videos 15 seconds or less. And I'm going to make them funny and see what happens. Well, it started taking off, And then I had one where two guys were on a moped, and the guy on the back, they were going in a garage door, and the guy on the back wasn't paying attention. And he hit his head on the garage door and he fell off. The video was 6 seconds long. And then I come on there and I said, if you laughed at that, you probably should follow this page. That
Genius.
video went 28 million views. That video got in a week, and we gained 400,000 followers off it.
Genius.
And after that, we caught the algorithm, and we never looked back. But the one thing that I'll tell anybody that's trying to build a page on social media, if you think you control it, you don't control that page.
Yeah.
Facebook, TikTok, whatever, they control the page, and there'll be times where you're not getting any views, and then they'll kick it up and you'll be getting a ton of views. So it's just being consistent and just staying with it. And
the consistency is big key.
there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There
I mean,
sure is.
she can tell you, I put a lot of effort into it. So that's why I get so frustrated when I get suspended or whatever, because they got so many rules and you can't keep up with all.
No.
I can't. But anyways, but that's how it grew. We got more than that. So my goal was, so I told her, I was like, look, we get the following, then we can ease in the hunting and fishing back in, which is what I'm passionate about.
Oh yeah.
So I get messages from people that have never hunted or fished or whatever that say, I thought all y'all was just a bunch of dumb rednecks or whatever. I'm gonna go try fishing just because I've been watching your page or whatever.
Yeah, that's never
awesome.
done it before.
So that makes me feel good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're right. I'm just a dumb redneck.
One thing with that, like he had talked about, for years he tried to start a hunting and fishing,
Yeah.
a hunting page,
Mhm.
or a hunting show, and then we came up with the name when we met, but there was a big break there where we still had the name, we still had the business license and everything, but we just, I mean, for all intended purposes, gave up. Like he just
Yeah.
didn't have the time with working, and then his last few years he was working in South Georgia and at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. So we were back and forth until I retired. And then in 23, when he decided he was going to retire, he really just started the Facebook page then. So it was almost 10 years later, but he started it just for fun. He never intended it to be a financial gain or anything.
Sure.
So it was just a Facebook page. And then it took off from there. So it was just a timing. Sometimes it's just wasn't meant to be the first time around.
A
So
bit of luck.
yeah.
Hold up.
And
Yeah,
my daddy, he said that. He said, I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he lived by that one.
Yeah.
And we have experiences like that, just like the other day. Mr. Zambelli.
He said, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah, we went to Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago and met a guy up there just randomly on Mother's Day. Went in a restaurant and everything was booked, So we sat at a table with some people we didn't
They
even
call it
know.
the community table.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we got to talking to this guy. Well, it turns out that he's some big fireworks guy from Pittsburgh, and he's like, "You like baseball?" I was like, "I absolutely love." He's like, "Well, I got season tickets to the Pirates," and we're like, "Okay." So he gives us our stuff. So I go home. I look up her schedule. I'm like, "When's LA coming to town? I want to see Ohtani pitch."
Oh,
So
yeah.
I pick that day. I said, let's see if this guy's, legit. We texted him up. 4 tickets that day.
Oh,
right there.
my goodness.
Second row behind first base.
What?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, lucky than good. He's my
He's
new
like
best
the-
friend, man. Love this dude.
Now if Ohtani pitches.
Yeah.
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 It'll be godsend. That's
Awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah, he's like I looked him up. He's like the largest or the oldest fireworks owner. The company's like a family company.
Yeah.
So from like the 1800s. So
Wow.
he's
Never
just an
know
heir
who
to
you're
it.
sitting next to.
You don't. That's for sure.
And if I had been sitting there by myself, that would have never happened because I'm too shy to just start talking to somebody. He just
Yeah.
starts
put me-
talking to people.
Now,
So.
you put me at a table. We're talking.
Well, I was touching his leg too.
You got a great way of breaking in conversation.
Yeah, that's not a good way to break the ice. Just to let you know.
Makes Mike a little nervous.
Yeah.
We'll switch next time.
So Greg Bowman is a good friend of yours.
Yes.
He commented and said, "I've been watching for a while. I just forgot to comment."
So
Thanks, Greg.
That makes us feel good. We're talking about some good stuff.
yeah, so Greg's on the Gen 7 app too, and he's got awesome stuff on there. And I'll tell you another thing, when you're down, like right now, I'm on a suspension on Facebook or whatever, and I don't know how that's gonna go. He done a post right off, taking up for me and what I do. And a bunch of his people come over to my page,
That's great.
So believe me, I'll remember that. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
who my friends are.
Hey,
That's
it takes a community to raise one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It really does.
Absolutely.
It's
And
hard to
and
do,
and as
man.
hunters and outdoorsmen,
We
and
have to stick together.
you have to believe me, because I probably get a couple death threats a week
Oh yeah.
from animal
Wow.
rights activists.
No kidding.
Oh, she got her first one the other day. We was turkey hunting. She killed that turkey, and a woman said, "I hope the next time you go hunting, the bullet goes through your head."
Oh my words.
But they don't.
and they
get
don't
banned.
censor that.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
And that's all the time. I get that a lot.
That is
Oh,
That's
unbelievable.
crazy.
People don't realize.
People are like bear lovers for some reason. And I mean, I like a bear, but
Yeah.
you kill a bear, they are all, I mean, they're so destructive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they take over if you
Exactly.
do not manage that population.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Well, deer as well,
But that's
Yeah.
the thing no one really understands. They're not educated on,
management.
the management of an animal. I know when I was a real young child, my dad told me, he said, if I wanted to see a deer, I had to drive to Preston or Tucker or Grant County. He said, if you seen a deer down here in Kanawha County,
Oh, yeah.
everybody knew about it within
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah.
Like they were talking about it. There was a
Uh-huh.
deer track on Clifford's property.
Yep.
I mean, it was just big news. And now they're in my front yard all night, and the beagle barks 7 minutes to look at her like, what? I'm eating this grass.
So Greg said, ask you about the side by side rolling down the hill and hitting the natural
Oh
gas ring.
gosh.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes the story.
So this is true because there ain't no way you can make this crap up. But I hunt a lot down in the bow only area. So Wyoming, McDowell. So I'm hunting last year. I go down alone. I don't know why Kelly didn't go. She might have been watching the grandkids or something. But I'm down there hunting the rut. So I kill this buck. Shoot this buck, and he don't go probably 80 yards, but it's straight over the mountain, I mean, it's one of them steep ones. So I'm pulling on him a little bit. I'm like, why am I pulling on this buck? I'm going to get my side by side and lower that winch down and winch him out there. So I go up there and I get it all set up. Well, I'm so excited about this buck that I forget to set the park brake. So the side by side rolls backwards. So it's not rolling over the hill towards me, but it's rolling backwards. So I'm running up there trying to get that thing. Well, the only thing to stop it was a gas well. So it hit the pop-off valve or whatever it is, like right where the hitch off. That thing popped, and I've never seen gas shoot out like that. So natural gas picks the back of my side-by-side up.
What?
So when this happens, I just run and dive back over the hill because I know it's going to blow.
Yeah.
So I'm laying over the hill, ruined I had a brand new pair of underwear on, ruined it.
Oh, yeah, they're goners.
And anyway, so once I knew it wasn't going to blow up, I looked back up, and the gas is kind of slowed down some, but not all the way. So I was like, I gotta get this thing out of there. So I had the winch cable right there. I hooked it to a tree. I had the remote in my pocket. I winched it up out of there. Long story short, I got it all up out of there. And I'm like, now what I'm going to do? Because the whole valley was full of natural gas. I'm like, somebody's going to come through here on side by side,
Like a cigarette.
So I called the gas company and I'm like, hey guys, I was like, I really messed up. And they're like, we know, we seen the leak, and we know which pump it is. I was like, and I told them what happened. I was like, all right, we'll send a guy out or whatever. And they come out. And I said, what happens now? And they're like, well, we're going to fix it. And I was like, nothing's going to happen to me. And they're like, no, you're actually the first person that ever called us.
What?
Yeah. He said, it happens all the time. He
Jeez.
said, people hit them gas wells all the time.
And never say anything.
And never say a word.
Wow.
But I couldn't live like that.
No, I couldn't go to sleep at night.
But then I had to go back down there and get that deer. So, yeah.
Good thing he was dead. He just smelled you coming from a mile away.
That's right.
Some people just ain't got a conscience, man.
No, they really don't.
They really don't.
Well, it's proof. If you ride and you hunt, and you'll see it. I mean, we spend more of our time when we're in Boone County. We don't even live there, but we go there and hunt and mushroom pick. We'll have a side by side full of trash coming out.
Oh yeah,
because we just can't stand to see it laying there in such a beautiful place.
Beautiful state,
beautiful.
And those counties down there are prime examples. If they would clean them counties up,
and the
it's
streams.
beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous,
beautiful down there. I mean, but
especially where they done some mining and they got those areas, and you got like an open field area, and then it'll be a gully and a nice pond. I mean, it's just pictures like
awesome areas.
Yeah,
definitely.
So one of the things that we've done in the past is a scripture of the day or verse of the day, however we want to call it. So I was talking to Jody a couple of days ago, and we were going to try to record one the other night because he couldn't be present. But he's got a message here for us, and we're going to let you guys listen in on it.
Perfect.
Hey guys, and thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. So today we're going to look at a Bible verse, 1 Peter. And I got my Bible here, and it's going to be 1 Peter 5:7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Now, right now in the world, it's hard. I mean, being out here, you have the struggles. But in this verse, it's powerful. It's just one sentence. And what they're talking about, or what Peter's talking about right here, is casting. Now, if you look at the actual Greek word that was used, that means throwing something heavy against something. That's what the Greeks, that word, that is what they're talking about, is throwing something heavy against something. And then if you look, here it says cares. Other translations has anxiety. The word used right there, the Greek word, actually means to tear apart or to separate. And with anxiety in your mind and in your body, you feel anxiety, it actually separates your thoughts, your way you look at things and think, and then it separates you then from fellowship. You have anxiety, it's really hard to carry some relationships sometimes, and it just separates you there. And then in that, then you can also separate yourself from God. So what does God say do? Well, God says you read his word, you go to him in prayer, and you have faith. See, when you read God's word, you're resetting your mind and you're understanding the will of the Lord in your life. And then when you go to him in prayer, you're talking to him and you're telling everything that you have on your heart, you're sharing. And then you got to have faith in your heart, faith in your mind, that the person who created everyone around you and everything around you can handle whatever trouble that you have at that time. And you just put it all on him. You cast it, you throw it against, and then you don't let it tear you apart. You have to let it go. And that right there is something that we all struggle with as Christians, but through God's word, reading God's word, prayer and faith, he'll carry you through. I just want to say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, I just pray that you touch the guys today with their show. Just use them for your glory, and I pray that you touch the listeners listening. And I just pray you spread your blessings on all of them, Lord. I ask this in Jesus Christ's name, amen. So, y'all guys, y'all have fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Jody, we sure appreciate you doing that. That was great. So he was able to record that for us today so we could play it on the show. So him talking about that just kind of brings me to 1 Thessalonians 5:18. In all things, give thanks. He's talking about renewing your mind. He's talking about praying. A lot of people think that you have to, sit down and read your Bible for 4 hours a day or things like that. It's not really that. God wants a relationship with you. And he wants to be on that continual communication to where you can say, Lord, should I go this way today? Or, just be listening. If you're in the truck or if you're in the woods, I do it a lot in the woods. And I know a lot of hunters that are in the woods, and they'll just sit there and they'll talk to God. And that's what he wants. He wants that communion. He wants that fellowship. The Hebrew word for it's like koinonia. So like, you're spending that fellowship and that time with him, and that's what he wants. And then, that's how the relationship grows. But a lot of my prayer is giving thanks because we're so blessed in everything that we do. I know that, Dwayne here, when he gets on his videos in the mornings, he'll be like, man, it's such a good day today. And it's just nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear normal people out in the world saying, man, it's such a nice day today.
Yeah.
We've gotten to a point to where people don't like to communicate. People don't like to say hello. People don't like to say, or people don't like to wave.
Yeah.
It's like the common courtesy is gone.
Yes.
In a lot of areas. And it frustrates me sometimes dealing with people on a public level, but I'm just like, I got to bring myself back in. And I'm like, thank God that I'm, above ground and not beneath.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think a lot of that goes back to the teaching. We
Yeah.
need to really get back to the teaching aspect of it.
Mhm.
I know you guys, like us, we come from a different age of people, and we were taught that all the time. And whether you were in church or in a tree stand or in the boat, there was never a bad time for God's word and a prayer. Whether he's eating a pepperoni roll or
Right.
you sitting over an animal you just harvested.
Exactly. And I know Kelly prays in the tree stand a lot and gives thanks a lot, but she's also been known to pray up a buck or two.
Hey,
yeah,
I'm all about it.
Yep. I've done that on fishing too.
Oh yeah.
If you'll watch one of my videos on YouTube right now, me and my son was down at Myrtle Beach. We was doing a charter down there, and man, I was just like, I was like, Lord, let this fish get in the boat. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
come on,
That
come
big
on,
red.
get in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did that even for Dad, didn't I? When
Yeah,
we took Dad
yeah,
last year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think I pray harder than when one of my kids took a big fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that thing to get off. I don't want to deal with it. So
Yeah.
I am praying all the way to the net.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
if we would just shift our focus, you know, on the things
Yeah.
when it comes to things like that, it changes our whole perspective.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it takes us away from the things that we may lack in life during that time. You know, God don't want us to have any lack.
Mm-mm.
You know, that's not his goal and that's not his will for us. His will for us is to have everything that our hearts desire,
Yes.
you know, that lines up with his will. And you know, it just takes our focus away from those things that we lack and during that time, and it highlights all the good and things that's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody's got challenging times.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this in today's time, we're going through some of the most challenging times with people not wanting to talk to each other, people not wanting to communicate, people dealing with mental health issues. And it's just, you know, that's a great thing for us to get together, like with this podcast,
Yeah,
and communicate and talk.
Yeah.
We're not on our phones right now.
Exactly.
You know, we're talking. You guys are in as a guest, and you know, we're so thankful that you guys come in to be a part of this. I mean, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, it's my honor.
Yeah. So
fantastic.
that was great, Jody. Jody just set the mood there.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
He's got a little preacher in him too. You can hear it.
He did. Yeah.
I was
A
getting
Southern
I was,
preacher.
I was getting the vibes.
Yeah.
I said, man, this guy's gonna get me here in a minute.
Yeah. BJ's gonna start getting up, running around the room.
I'm gonna wail up on him here, you know.
Oh goodness.
I'm a bit of a crier in church. You know what I
No.
mean? I get in my feel sometimes.
Well, you know,
That's
it's
the way I am.
it's
Well, yeah, and I tell my kids all the time. I said, yeah, it's like, Daddy, you crying? Because they do it every time I'm watching a movie. I don't care if it's Seabiscuit or it's a home run.
Oh,
You know,
Seabiscuit's a tough one,
Listen, I'll
man.
cry every time. You turn on Red Front Groves, I'll be a mess.
I
I'm
cried
out.
during Free Willy.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I told him, I said, it's a-
Secretariat. That
Oh, Secretariat.
Ball.
Listen,
Every time
turn
I
him
watch it.
loose. Turn him loose, Ronnie. I
Yeah.
mean, I lose it. Right there. I lose it. I mean, I'm beating on my leg.
Let him run his race. Yeah.
And it's like the 98th time I've watched it.
Oh yeah.
that's
But
hilarious.
I think that is the most healthy thing you can do. Jim Valvano, a famous coach, that was one of his things. He said, bring yourself to tears every day. And I
Yeah.
think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. I've done that several times with my daughter. You know, your kids will bring you into tears.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely, you know, when you get, you know, into church and things like that, the Lord will bring you into tears. And just, you know, sometimes you can just be in tears of joy and there's tears of sadness. There's time of mourning and there's time of excitement. But I tell you, man, it's just it's a great thing.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so speaking of Jody and his word there and his platform that he has that we can share things, and you know, there's an area there to where you not silenced. You know, you don't have to worry about what you say there. I mean, obviously he's not going to let somebody on there and, you know, be cussing up a storm or something like that, but it's not silenced in a way that some other outlets are.
Exactly.
So tell us about your experiences with Gen 7 Outdoors and you airing there on their channel.
I mean, it's been great. Everything, whenever I got in touch with him and I spoke with him, I knew right off, I was like, this is a good dude.
Yeah.
And you can tell he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And his app
Smart dude.
is top notch, you
It
know.
is.
So I was just thankful to have a place to put hunting, fishing, and like you said, not have to worry about, you know, getting canceled or
Mhm.
whatever. And I'm trying to do our page on there as like, you know, hunting shows have been done to death the same way for years. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody drives to the hunting camp, blah, 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 blah. So I'm trying to do it weekly as what we're doing now. A few of the videos I got on there now are older videos that I wanted to share that I thought were really good and I wanted to get out there.
Mhm.
But I'm going to do it as we're going. So like next week, if me and Kelly are fishing, it's going to be a fishing video and it's going to be as it happens. And I'm sharing a lot of the secrets, like with fishing, like what lures I use and how I use them and when I use them and why I use them, so people can get out there and catch fish.
Oh yeah.
Because I take a lot of grown men fishing that don't know how to fish.
I can imagine.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you show up and you get my boat and you got a spinning rod and it's upside down,
Oh,
I'm parking at the bank and we're gonna have a little talk about
We
how
gonna-
that ain't the way it goes.
We're going to have a
You
lesson.
know, we're gonna educate some people.
stay
But-
away from my bait cast.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So So a funny story about that. We took a veterans group and had this guy. He threw my pole in the river.
Oh.
So he was like, and you know, whatever, it happens. He was hurt, man. He's like, man, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's all right. Well, I had my bait casters laying there that on an FX rod. I had about $600 in this thing.
Uh-huh.
So he looked at it and I said, next time you look at it, just smack yourself. So I ain't got to smack you because you ain't touching that thing, buddy. you better grab that Walmart pole right there.
Your hand line from
Yeah.
here on out.
But yeah, and we're gonna do the same thing with hunting too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna explain why I set up here, why I do this. You know, because a lot of people don't know, and I enjoy teaching.
It's surprising
Yeah.
to know that
Yeah.
there's that many people out there that don't.
Oh, I could take her now. I got her to where I want her now. I can take her and she'll outfish most grown men. I'm gonna
That's good.
tell you right now, she'll wear you
Women
out.
are excellent fishermen.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Well,
you
she
what.
listens, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And just took it all in, and yeah, I about threw her out of the jet boat the other day, but
Oh yeah.
that's just
Oh.
because I hit a rock.
Not
That ain't
because of my
me.
fishing.
You know,
It
That
wasn't
rock-
because of my fishing skills either. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got the bruises to prove that one too.
But- But I'm hoping that if anybody's listening to this and you're a creator or want to create, and you said, "Well, I could do that," hunt show.
Yeah.
Here's your chance. Gen 7.
Yes.
Is the way to go. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. It's gonna cost you your time, and get on there and do it up.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, ours is streaming good, but mostly because the Facebook people are coming over.
Mhm.
I got a loyal people that come over. There's some shows on there that are just outstanding. The Mr. Bowman, he has great stuff, and the dude that's shooting everything with an air gun. Have you
Oh
watched
yeah,
all
I
that?
have seen that. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
yeah, I
Those air
did
guns are
see that one the
phenomenal.
other day.
Not to mention them podcast guys. They're pretty.
Yeah,
Not doing too bad.
Not to mention. So we got the Mothman Outdoors chimed in again. They
Oh,
said,
boy.
"So y'all from Seven Springs?" That's
No.
what he said.
Lansing.
No,
Is that where it is?
we're from.
Oh no, he said, "What's up, y'all from Seven Springs?"
Oh, I was gonna say, where's this guy coming from?
I read that wrong.
Yeah, words are hard.
You're gonna mess.
Words are hard.
Listen,
You've listened to some of our podcasts. He knows.
You're gonna mess with him. He's gonna shut us down again.
Yeah.
You know, we've been here.
All right, Mothman, don't shut us down yet.
Yeah, please.
All right, so Greg's got another one here. Let's see what Greg has. You want to read this one?
You got it.
You want to
Go
come over here and read this?
Put your hand back on his legs.
So he said, "Where the red fern grows will bring even the toughest man to
Oh
tears."
yeah.
Amen. Amen.
He said, "Yes, sir."
And don't even try to read the book. If
Oh, the
movie
book
makes you
is
cry,
the book is way more.
It's so much more captivating, and it gets you so much more involved. And then you get the pages wet, and you got to just put it down. Not like the VHS version.
When I retired, I didn't make it through my retirement speech.
Oh my goodness.
It was like
Embarrassing.
it's kind of like laughing. You ever tried to hold a laugh
I've been
back?
crying
Yeah.
with you.
Well, I was fine
Yeah.
until I looked over at her, and then I looked over a couple of my other close friends, and
Yeah.
I lost it.
Yeah.
And I got off the stage. I was
You
like,
laughed?
I'm done.
You
And-
gotta go.
no, seriously, I was like, I'm done with
I
this.
would've waited
And my
that-
buddies were like, "Are you kidding me, man?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm out. I'm going to West Virginia. I ain't coming back. This is over with."
Done, boys.
Can't handle it. That's all right. We're getting in touch with our emotions. That's a great
That's-
thing. People
hey,
need to focus on.
At
it.
this
Yeah.
age, I ain't got no secrets. I just
Nah,
put
That's it.
all
I
out
lay it
there.
all out.
You
there.
don't
Yeah,
have
you
to be hard all the time.
That's
You
right.
just gotta,
You don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when
Sometimes-
you're a young man, you seem, you're into
Yeah.
that phase, and my
You know-
son's into that phase now. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, son, it's okay.
Yeah.
You've got to have that emotional side to get through some things in life.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
know what
and,
I mean?
yeah, and I think that brings a valuable point where men learn a lot from women, and women learn a lot from men.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those aspects is it's okay to be vulnerable every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like you said, you don't have to always be hard.
Right.
There'll be a situation where that's going to be needed and it's going to be necessary. But on a retirement speech or
Right.
or a buck of a lifetime, it's okay to cry.
Yeah, and I love to, like, it's weird because if you would have told that guy sitting on his bed at 18 that he would love to public speak now,
Mhm.
I'd been like,
Same with me.
yeah.
Oh,
but
me too.
But I love it now. But I know my limits. My limits. I would have loved to have spoke at my dad's funeral
Mhm.
and my uncle's, but I know I can't get through it.
Mhm.
I already know that.
Yeah.
So I wrote out what I wanted to say and had, a family member read it, but I know I can't do it. That's something I can't overcome because my emotions get so built up. I just cannot do it.
A lot of it's in the moment. I was
Yeah.
23 when I lost my dad. He was only
wow.
53.
Mhm.
And that funeral home was absolutely packed.
Yeah.
And my brother, he could not stand up.
Right.
He said, "You go, you stand up." And I got up, and I couldn't believe I held it together long enough to make the entire
awesome.
funeral home crying. And then I finally broke down.
Mm.
But yeah, it was an unimaginable moment.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, if you would share some of your goals, like you've talked expanding into like more hunting content and things like that, you're going to take a kind of a little hiatus from the comedy part of it, but you're still going to
Yeah.
include some of that.
Yeah. I mean, I cannot be like cutting up and stuff. That's just me.
Yeah.
But as far as the content, Facebook is our main page. I don't do good on TikTok or all that.
Mhm.
So Facebook is going away from creators, doing the comments on other people's stuff and
Okay.
stuff like that. They're getting away from that. So we're going to move on, So
Yeah.
it's going back to more of the hunting and fishing. And I really want to show, me and Kelly talks about this, I want to show this state more.
Yes.
Like back in the day, my ideal for a hunting show was going to be strictly West Virginia, and I was going to hunt nothing but reclaimed mine property.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a great idea,
It
and I had
was.
everybody on board. I just missed it, but anyways, I'm going to do more of that because we live in a great state,
We do.
and I'm
We
going to
sure
take
do.
that jet boat up the New River and hunt some spots that deer ain't never even seen a human being.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And we've got big deer in West Virginia.
oh yeah,
Oh,
But
massive.
they're deep.
Yeah.
They're tucked deep back in the woods.
Yeah.
So, do you all know the average number of deer that's killed in West Virginia on a yearly basis by one person, by every hunter?
By one person?
Yeah, one person.
I would say
how many deer do they kill in a year?
I would
You
say
can-
one.
You can kill up to 11 now with all the urban hunts and things like that.
wow, I didn't realize that. I thought it was still like 7.
No, you got
Well,
the
it's the
urban
urban
hunts
hunts.
Yeah.
in the cities and
Wow.
things like that. Yeah,
I would say one.
one. It's actually 1.6
I thought so.
when they do an average. Of
Yeah.
all.
Right.
I had a
but
guy at my road.
I guessed 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I had a guy that he was a decent hunter and he had a pretty good piece of land. He went 22 years without killing a buck.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'd never seen a bad streak like that in my life.
that's nuts.
22 years.
But
That's rough.
that information.
I
Was
have-
he trophy hunting? Is that why?
No.
So he would have killed a spike if it had walked
I'm
in.
100% sure he'd have took a West Virginia 11 pointer. He just and he would literally he'd be in tears talking to us someday. He's like, I don't understand it. He's like, I got does everywhere. He's like, I just can't find a buck.
Wow.
22 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and he finally got a nice 9-point.
Huh.
I don't think he really ever hunted after that. I swear, I think Jimmy hung it up. He's like,
Sometimes
I'm
it'll
good.
keep you going, and sometimes you're just like, I want to end with that.
That was just enough.
It
That
was
was
just
just
enough.
enough for him.
Well, our buck doe ratio's horrible.
It's bad.
So, and I learned that hunting Illinois all them years. If you would see a doe in heat, there would be 3 or 4 bucks behind her,
Mhm.
and they got bigger as they came.
Oh yeah.
But like our property, we got, man, there's does everywhere.
So we have several changes coming up with the West Virginia DNR and the regulations this
Mhm.
year. So youth now is allowed to kill
Seen that.
a buck.
Yeah.
So what's your all's partake on that?
Hey, that's fine with me. One thing I'll say about the DNR, I went to the meeting this year. You know how they had the meeting.
The
of
commission meeting?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can talk to everybody.
Uh-huh.
So I went to one in Beckley. I was thinking, it'd be a bunch of people there. You know how many people was there?
3 or 4.
Yeah. There was
Wow.
like 12 this year, and they said that was the biggest they'd ever had.
Wow.
So everybody, and you could talk to the commissioner. You could
Yeah.
talk to whoever you wanted right there. And I was
Mhm.
like, where's everybody at? So if you got all these gripes, go talk to them.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's open in every
Yeah.
district.
Yes.
Well, we got so many armchair quarterbacks, like my dad used to call them, and they don't really get out there and actively go for change. But it's pretty unique how you can make a change on yourself if you want to just take a couple steps forward.
The only change I want is I want them to legalize bait and bear.
Oh, absolutely.
And to let the outfitters bring people in to kill them. If you want
Correct.
to kill them, because I may make a lot of people mad, but the West Virginia Bear Association hunters, they're not killing bears. I know a lot of them guys. They're like I was when I coon hunted. They just want to hear the dogs running.
Just want to run.
They're not killing a bunch of bears.
No.
And there are
got you.
plenty of bears.
Oh, they're
Believe me,
everywhere.
we've got them at our house like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
They and just do it in certain areas. Do it here. Do it in Fat. Do it down in McDowell.
Yeah.
But lower them numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Oh, you put a trail camera out.
Oh, you can forget.
I didn't
about it.
realize it, but a bear can hear the frequency on these new cameras. I'm sure of it.
I don't
Because when they come into a bait site, the second picture is him looking right at your camera, and you're like, "Here we go." He's going to eat that $300 camera.
Yeah.
And then the next one is his nose pressed up against it, and then down she goes.
I
I'll tell you.
always thought they could smell the lithium in them or something.
There has to be
Yeah,
something.
There's got to be something there.
But they are very keen on those cell
But
cameras.
I myself love bear meat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
too.
Hey,
Cooked right. It's great.
go to our YouTube page. We got a video at Christmas. She cooked bear for the whole family, made little sliders.
Oh, man.
And we didn't tell nobody because I've got a daughter-in-law that and all of hey, they were licking the plates, buddy. Well, that's the best meat ever. Oh, we got a special at Kroger's this week.
Good pot roast.
But then I told them on the video when the video came out. But man,
We got that whole bear made into just burger,
yeah.
and I made
Meatloaf.
meatloaf, spaghetti,
Oh, so
everything with it.
tacos.
But those sliders, I made like little yeast rolls. I made the
Oh,
like they were like little McDonald's Big Macs or whatever, the one that has
Yeah.
the sauce. I made my homemade like sauce and everything. Oh, they were good.
But if you cook it, if you just cut it up in a steak and cook it like you would, it's gonna be like eating your boot.
It's a little rough.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
It's-
gotta cook it right.
You
It's
got to
like
cook
a-
it right. And you got to cook it long. That's
Yeah.
just-
I mean,
just
you
like
do
a goose.
deer too.
Oh, yeah.
To make deer taste good.
It starts when you get them on the
I
ground.
cooked a deer roast the other night. I cooked it all night long.
Yeah.
And then the next day I just put gloves on and just
Shred it.
yeah. And then we just drizzled a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, and I made some homemade slaw.
Fantastic.
Man, it was good.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, he always wants me to either start a cooking page or a
Oh,
Facebook.
I'll be
it'd
honest
a big
with you,
hit.
I
It'd be a
think-
big hit.
That is.
I'm just not real comfortable on camera like he is, and
Yeah. Well, you teach him how to do it.
Good luck with that. That
Yeah.
page ain't gonna make it.
But
I
I'll tell you what,
guarantee
there's a couple guys that I watch, and they're doing the same thing. They'll hunt and fish through the whole video, and then
Yeah.
they do a cooking segment at the
Yep.
end. And those
Mhm.
videos, if you look at the actual views on them, those are the ones that have
Yep.
the largest amount of views.
one
Most
of
people want to know how to cook.
one of our friends that he met through Facebook, I guess. It's Outdoors in Collar, and then he's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then every Wednesday he does a Wild Game Wednesday, so he'll
Mhm.
cook all kinds of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
he's
on
a great
Wednesday.
cook,
Yeah.
man. He brought us some elk. Oh,
Oh, it
man,
was good.
Now, that's a
Yeah.
fantastic. Man.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow. Yeah, I like Tug Trash Outdoors. He's a pretty good guy. Then there's Blue Gabe and Deer Meat for Dinner.
Oh,
A deer meat for dinner.
Those
Yeah,
two are
yeah,
brothers.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
Blue Gabe's another
Yeah.
one, and they're fantastic. I mean, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Really good stuff.
Definitely.
So, Kelly, what kind of upcoming projects or trips? I know you mentioned you got that wonderful Valentine's gift. What else do you got in store this year?
Well, nothing really for hunting and fishing that I know of. So, kind of go to a couple of shows. We keep talking about next year going to instead of going to the ATA, going to the shot, and the shot show and
NWTF.
yeah. So, but right now I'm just trying to focus on going to Illinois and trying to stay calm. And been shooting my bow a lot already.
Yeah.
So,
That's going to be an
Yeah.
awesome trip.
and we're going to set a tree stand up there just at the house so I can, make sure I got the angles right and
That's a
stuff.
great idea.
Yeah.
We'll put the pressure on her while she's shooting.
Yeah.
We're gonna breed them buck acres.
Yeah. I get them bad.
Get a
Yeah.
divorce one.
This year, I'll just tell the story. It was, I went out and then we had a really good spot. We had never hunted on this part of the property before. And we did this year. It was a lot of just a lot of bucks traveling through there. And I went out, I was like every morning on my camera and stuff, they would be coming through between like 10 and 12:30. So, but a lot of things I'm still learning, still getting to experience. Well, this 2 does were in there and thought they were going to stay forever. And I'm trying to hold still and then thought I heard a grunt. And I was like, I don't know. So then I heard it again and I heard something coming behind me and he walked around and I was just a perfect setup,
Yeah.
but the buck fever got me bad on that one.
At least she's honest about
Yeah,
it.
Hey,
I mean, a lot of guys
yeah.
lie about it, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean,
man, he busted me.
yeah. Luckily that deer lived. So
Yeah.
it was that bad of a shot that he lived. So
Yeah.
but
We've all been there. It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told her. You know, I'm 56 years old. I've been bow hunting since I was 14.
Yeah.
So I've went through all that.
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't really start seriously bow hunting the last 10, 12 years, you know. So she's still going through what we went through in our 20s,
Yeah.
you know. So and I feel like I've helped her with some of it.
Yeah.
You know, told her, you know, what to expect, this and that and that. But yeah, the buck acres is a real thing.
The one thing I'll say that I have learned is don't make eye contact.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but if you make, especially a doe, if you make eye contact with a doe, she's going to look right up at you.
Yeah.
I've said for years an old nanny doe is harder to kill than a big buck.
Oh, I'm
any
just
day.
as happy with
Yeah.
killing her. I promise you.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
just as
tough,
happy.
man. Always has been.
I'd say one project though we will probably really soon start working on, even though he just turned 2, but our grandson,
Yeah.
we want to start him early and start him taking him fishing and stuff. He's been a few times with his mommy and daddy. We didn't want to take that from him, but you know, he likes to be outdoors and he likes, so
And I already chase him around the house with a turkey deep.
yeah.
And
And he
I'll
loves
scare
it.
him, and he loves it. I'll pop out. I'll have that turkey. I'll just poke his head out, and then I'll, and then he'll get it, and he'll chase his mama with it, going. Yeah, so he gonna be rotten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start him out fishing where he fished as a kid and just
Yeah.
kind of go from there. So
I mean, the boy's name's Ace.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
your name's Ace,
He's probably going to be doing a lot of hunting
yeah,
fishing.
you gonna have to be tough. and cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
There's I should have had that ready to go.
There you go, yeah.
Is that on the turkey?
That's our turkey gobble we do.
I love
Nice.
well, you guys talked a lot about deer hunting and stuff. I mean, you make turkey calls, but you guys turkey hunt around here or
Yeah, we
attempt
primarily
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too well for us this year.
Yeah, listen, I had a lot of unspeakable moments this year. One of them in particular is the first day that I got to hunt was Friday, the first week. And I called a birdie and I just never dreamed would come to me. I honestly didn't. And when I realized he was on his way, then I'm panicking, trying to find a place to set up. I got set up and I'm facing down a logging road and he pops up to my right about 18 yards and he's looking right at the decoys. And I kicked myself in the rear end because the guy from Wisconsin we were talking about earlier, was it Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, he had told me early in the season, just put a Jake decoy out, don't put a Jake Hanahan. Well, I had to both of them.
They know right off the bat.
And-
And it makes sense, don't it? Now,
Yeah,
now that we
so
see it.
That big old bird, and the more we talked about it, Jonathan and I, we pretty sure that was one of the birds. He may be close to 8 or 10 years old
Oh,
if it's the
yeah.
same turkey.
Man.
We have hunted this bird a lot, and we looked up the age, and they can get that old.
Yeah.
And for just no reason at all, I'm in a briar bush against a tree, and he just turns and looks right at me. And I'm like, what are you looking at? Decoys are over there. And he just putted twice, and he was gone. And that was my season in a nutshell. That was it.
We had the best season ever. Like
Oh, I know some people had some awesome
Like
seasons.
the
Y'all
first morning.
doubled out first morning.
first
wasn't it?
morning, and it could have doubled out quicker. Hers come off the roost and hit the field and come to the decoy just like it's supposed to. Boom, you know. So we get out, we're high five and all that. I said, well, let's get back in there. 20 minutes later, there's 3 behind the
my.
blind just gobbling their heads off. Couldn't ever get them around. 20 minutes later after that, here come another one. And I took him out. So you know you don't get them days all the time. Yeah.
That is absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
But do I got time to tell the best turkey story?
Oh,
ever?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Back when I was filming, trying to film a hunting show,
Uh-huh.
I had a guy with
There was your
me,
cameraman.
and he's filming, and and we got the decoy out. Well, a black bear comes by.
Oh no.
So we're filming that. We're like, that's cool. So we're set up. There's a log there, and I'm sitting there, and he's right here. Wind's blowing this way. You ever feel like something's just looking? You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're camoed up perfect. So I look out of the corner of my eye, and there's a coyote
Oh my.
over my buddy Bush's head like this. I mean, it's right there. The coyote don't see him, and he don't see the coyote. And I'm looking like this, and I'm like, well, I guess he's seen my eyes get big. And when Bush turned around, he nose to nose with that thing, and he lets out a holler. And it was like something off Bugs Bunny, man. That coyote's eyes went, whoosh, they got real big. He ran down the hill. I slung that shotgun around, shot him, run him up on a tree, and he kept on going and jumped off a cliff.
Oh my heavens.
So I come back up the road, and my buddy Bush, he dipped snuff. He's trying to give him a dip of snuff, and he's shaking so bad. There's snuff going all out of the can. He said, I could smell the dead rabbit on that coyote's breath. He said, I'm ready to go home. I was like, all right, man, let's go on home. If I'd have got that on video, I'd be a millionaire right
Yes,
now.
you would have.
Moments like that, man.
Yeah, that's the best
Wow,
story.
okay.
That's the best hunt ever.
That is fantastic.
Do they have one in the bag there? Do you have any jerky in that bag?
I think so.
Tear that jerky out. Have y'all ever had this stuff?
Steak strip?
Yeah. these are the Johnny Morris steak strips.
They're really, really good.
Boy, I'm
honest.
telling you what.
It smells good when I
yeah.
open it.
They got this stuff on point.
Yeah, it is excellent.
It is good.
And for the value, it's better than any of them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'll take
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it
It
is
is.
fantastic.
Yeah, because jerky's expensive. these
Oh, it's
days.
crazy. Well, I just bought a bag of that mean gal at the gas station. I think that's how you say it. But it's like $10 for like a 3.5 ounce bag.
Oh, yeah.
It goes pretty quick. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Wife's gonna have that bag gone.
Oh,
No, that's one. I just wanted to thank Cabela's, our local Cabela's here in Charleston, 200 Terrace Boulevard, Charleston, West Virginia, for what they do for us on the podcast.
absolutely.
So when we have guests, they'll donate them little bag with some goodies in it.
I appreciate it. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got you a gear bag there. You guys doing a lot of fishing. Put that on the boat. Put whatever you want in there with it.
I'm pretty sure my garage looks like a Cabela's.
I know mine does. Lord.
And I use 2 lures most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
That's usually the way it is.
Same pole, 2 lures.
Mhm.
I got 30
Oh,
of each.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really glad that I ignored the whole bass calling as a kid. But you got that catalog, you know. You're
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
want every one of those lures.
Yeah.
Well, you're like $100,000 in debt now, you know, and half of them are on a log out in the lake somewhere.
Mhm.
Adds up quick.
Real expensive now.
It sure does. Well, anything else you guys got planned, or anything else you guys would like to discuss before we head off this evening?
I mean, I think we covered about everything. Just
Send
watch
them-
us on Gen 7. We're really trying to, I'm putting my heart and soul in that. So, you know, everybody that makes a long form video, there's a lot of work that goes into that if you've ever done it. So, give that app some love. It's a good app and got a little bit of everything on there.
Absolutely. I'm very excited about the Gen 7. I love the whole.
And it's
platform.
done right.
Yes.
That's the best thing.
Absolutely. Jody's done a wonderful job.
It
with
is
that.
done right.
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
sure. All right, guys. Well, like I said in the beginning, we sure appreciate y'all coming in, driving down here from Oak
you.
Hill, and we sure appreciate
Absolutely.
it. It was a pleasure having you. I got starstruck in the beginning there for a little bit.
It did. It was quite.
Once he
we're gonna
got
have
his
to-
hand off my leg, I was good, though.
I can't wait to reel back and watch that one.
Thank Wyatt over there for bringing our gifts in for the guests.
Yep, he done a
Thank you,
great
Wyatt.
job.
he's enjoying some jerky there.
Thank you.
He said, "Thank you, bud. Appreciate that."
All right, folks, remember to check us out at naturesvoicegamecalls.com and use our podcast 15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Also, be sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Carbon TV, Gen 7 Outdoors TV, YouTube TV, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a great evening, everyone.
Yep. Thanks, guys. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
And be sure to visit them on fullrutnation.com. They are on all the different social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Gen 7, of course. And then you thinking about doing some other ones too as well, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get on Rumble.
Yeah, I think you need to do Rumble for
Definitely.
sure. Yep. All right. Check them out there and give them a like and a follow and a listen. We sure appreciate everybody for their time tonight. All the things that we talked about will be in our descriptions when this episode airs on the audio version. The live version's out there now to wherever you can see it and share it. So we sure appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you, guys.
Do you want durable 100% carbon fiber arrows? Warhead Arrow Company. Warhead Arrow Company is 100% carbon fiber constructed hunting arrows with bone-shattering penetration. Durable, tough, yet reliable when it comes to the moment of truth. Their target arrows are world-class in accuracy and precision, an arrow that target archers can depend on to reach the top of their game. Warhead Arrow Company. Check them out today at warheadarrowco.com. That's Warhead Arrow Company. warheadarrowco.com. This episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Webb Plumbing Incorporated, located at 6202 McCorkle Avenue, St. Albans, West Virginia. Webb Plumbing Incorporated has had master plumbers and HVAC specialists established and serving the Knoll Valley since 1994. 30 years of commercial and residential service that you can trust. Contact Webb Plumbing today at 304-768-4324 for a free estimate or quote today. You can also visit them on the web at webbplumbing.net. Contact Webb Plumbing Incorporated today at 304-768-4324.